Foi. Chegou assim, oi! Suinha.
Mano!
Riozinho.
Henrique, reza.
Pai, manteiga e cebola.
Tá Henrique, depois o cara ganhou o campeonato de Rio. Os outros só jogam de Rio. Abandonaram os outros bonecos. Os caras são muito Maria vai com as outras, né? Cracudos, o nome do cara.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? The throw hits. Now the fun begins. They gotta escape from the corner before the pressure builds up. Deal some damage with that quick combo. Tries to get a breather with a projectile. That was a solid anti-air. Ooh, will they hit, whiff, or even charge in? Tricky territory here. Player one is working with a less than ideal drive game. They'll need to be very careful here. Adds on a bit extra to that to make sure the opponent walks away with a full plate. Tries to keep the pressure on the opponent by zoning with fireball. Next hit will end the round. Throws a fireball here, maybe as a simple zoning strike. Shoots off ends with a projectile. Player two picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage.
Player one.
Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Both sides reluctant to get in each other's faces, but Cruel sees control this round. Taking stock. Flashes them. Neither of them willing to back off. Quick dashing. A quick breather. Both fighters have a full super meter on deck. The winner will be the one who manages it best. Good job escaping that dangerous corner situation. Jones with the fireball. Closes the gap. Uses the gauge for a super arm. Shifu doing the business. Player two needs to use their SA gauge to their advantage here. Were they looking to connect with an overdrive arc from this situation? Oh, could be the start of something. Attempts to break. Oh, burnout triggered. So, what's next? In there. Last round, people. All in from this point. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Player one didn't rely too much on drive in that last round, but they may be looking to mix things up. They decide to take a breather to regroup. Drive gauge captive. Player two can't use any drive moves without. This is gonna hurt. A jump. Burns out. Solid anti-air.
Porra, quem? Porque eu tô... É o nome do cara é cracudo, velho.
What's wrong? Get up! That off! Burnout! Did they mean to do that? More fuel for the fire! Hook them up! A real test of nerves here! They gotta go! Player 2 needs to use their fireball at that range?
Porra, mano, na moral, os caras são muito Maria vai com as outras, cara. Não, o cara foi campeão de Rio, maneirão. Ai, só vou jogar de Rio agora porque ele ganhou de Rio. Você não é o cara, porra. Os caras têm que aprender a porra dessa. Quê? Não morri não, ganhei, pô. Mas os caras só vêm Ryu agora. Só quando o Egg Boy começou a jogar de Akuma. O Tactical, ninguém jogava de Ed. O Tactical tá de Ed. Agora todo mundo quer Ed. É foda. Brasileiro, hein?
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Staves off the cross-up. Starts off zoning with fireballs. Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. Trips him up. A dangerous range here. You don't want to get jumped on a long recovery move, and you're going to eat tons of damage. Both fighters are sitting on a full drive gauge. This might be prime time to let it rip. Player 1 is just about out of drive after that. Blocks the jump in. Player 1 in that dangerous burnout state. All right, what's coming up next? Feeling out the spacing. Spends the gauge on the drive rush. Knockdown. Did this super art connect? Player 1 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. They break things off to take a quick breather. Checks him with the projectile. Stops the attack by using a drive parry. Taking stock. Heading into the end game now. It springs forward with the drive rush. Parries the projectile. Now what's the follow-up? The pressure picks up the win with the projectile. Good read. Player 1 takes up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Parries the attack. The fighters continue to check each other in the early going. Early round decisions are so important to set the tone. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Can't tech the throw. Uses the parry. Oh, they're in the corner now. No running away. Throws a fireball here, maybe as a simple zoning strike. Looks like they want to put a new spin on things with that fireball. Breaks the block with a throw. Oh, what's this?
Yikes.
There's the drive impact that's going to lead to a juicy punish counter. Super art on deck for both fighters. How they approach the situation sets up with the jump in. Player 2 perfect parry. Hits up the counter. Oh, in with a
Esse
whip.
mesmo.
Are we going to see a comeback? Oh, putting the cherry on top. Burnout. Expect the tempo of the match to change. Dangerous range here. Close range projectile. They're so close to the end of the round that it may not matter, but crashes out the cage right there. This is gonna kill. No doubt about it. Flatline zone. Gotta hand it to both of our fighters. They put on a real clinic for us.
Player
It's
1.
not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Nice counter. They're being absolutely relentless with this fireball pressure in the corner. Both fighters are pretty much unscathed. It's the start of the round. How will they start their approach? A dangerous range here. You don't want to get jumped on a long recovery move where you're going to eat tons of damage. Tries to get a breather with a projectile. Plenty of space between the two fighters, but who will decide to close the gap? Decides to go in with the target combo. Blocks the ambiguous. Hold your breath. Punish counter. This could lead to something big. Got a ton of damage off that opening. Can they do it again? We are near the end of the round. Can either opt for the throw to close it out. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Goes with the projectile for their opening shot. Box him with a target combo. Kill rush. The quarter makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup? Ooh, what's this? What's gonna happen?
Caralho.
The punish counter gives them a great opening here to do big damage. Player 2 holding on to that corner advantage. Opts to continue the attack with uses the gauge for a super art. Closing it out with a super art finish. Nice and clean. Perfect KO. They were in full control there.
Não, fazer o que, porra?
Player 2
O
took
cara
no
se
time to
adaptou.
finish that
Ganhei uma,
fight.
ele ganhou uma. Ele tomou o perfect, eu dei um. Dei, pô. Dei perfect na primeira, na outra partida.
Let's see what these fighters have up their sleeves out of the gate.
Não, caralho!
Combo to take a chunk of damage off the opponent. They knew that throw was coming. Ooh, will they hit, whip, or even charge in? Tricky territory here. Tries to bait him with the projectile. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. Deals some damage with that quick combo. Denies the attack and...
Caralho, tirou a magia, mano.
Can't take the throw. Taking stock. Player 2 is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. KO. Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Hit them with a stopping block. They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Medium kick hits. Checks them with a projectile. They decide to take a breather to regroup. Throws a fireball here, maybe as a simple zoning strike. What'll happen here? Covers them with a Psycho Blitz. Player 2 needs to use the threat of the corner here. A quick breather. Their life is hanging by a thread. They KO! That was a clinic on how a solid neutral game wins matches.
comes a new challenger.
They're all fired up. We're almost underway.
Gotta do
Player one.
round one. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Goes for the throw. Okay, we're in the early stages of the round. Player one in that dangerous burnout state. With the forward throw, the battle in the corner continues. Player one pushes the opponent into the corner. Starts off zoning with fireball. Player one doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very important. Absorbs down to the wire. Not so fast. Combo with the target combo. Strings it all together. KO. Player one on the board first with the win.
Player
They'll
one.
want to keep the pressure on.
Fight.
Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Checks them with a projectile. Throws the fireball here, maybe as a simple zoning strat. Sticks the jump in. Side switch in the corner. Quick dash in. Going in. Closes the gap. Player 1 will look to apply pressure, uses the gauge for a super art. Closing it out with a super art finish. Nice and clean. There it is. They knew it'd be enough. Player 1 took no time to finish that fight.
comes a new challenger.
This is gonna be a 5-star match. Get ready for history to be made.
Player 2.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Goes for the command grab. Player 1 with the life lead. Okay, take them all the way to the corner. They're jostling for the dominant position in the corner. Player 1 will be in a world of hurt if their drive gauge runs out. Stops the attack by using the drive pair.
Gotcha!
Right kick for a mix-up. Player 1 is gonna have to wait for that drive gauge. Can they stick it out? Knockdown. Both fighters are barely alive. Looking for a chance. KO! Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Dashes. Grabs him. Player 1 has a slight life lead. Shoots off a fireball up close. What'll happen here? This is the range where things get messy. Can they utilize their reach or bait each other out? Both fighters have a full super meter on deck. The winner will be the one who manages it best. They were expecting that drive impact. Knockdown and yo, put that away. Going on the offensive? They return to center stage. You've gotta be Watch anti-air. Both sides getting ready. Shake things up with a fireball. Hit that with confidence. Both fighters are hurting. What this is gonna kill, no doubt about it. Flatline zone. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Who will come out on top in this final round? Dragon Lash. Reversal. Gotta do better than that. The match just started. It's anyone's game. Player 2 has the super gauge advantage. Reads the jump in perfectly. Dangerous range here. Barely blocks the jump in. Player 2, low heavy. Player 2 drops them from the air. Perfect execution with the anti-air. Quick dash. They're in range. We gonna see a jump in? A dash? They gotta go. A jump in? Drops them. Knockdown. Here comes the mix-up. Player grabs them. Real test of nerves here. And whiffs. They're wide open. Looking for a hole. Oh my God, Ross Super! Perfect damage calculation. No doubt about it. Perfectly planned, perfectly executed. Player 2 really had to fight for that one. No shortage of drama. What are we going to see transpire between these fighters? No one knows, but this is going to be a must-see match.
Come on. This will be a good fight.
Player one.
All right, first round. What's going to happen? Blocks the jump in. Checks with the projectile. There's a corner switch. Player one with the life lead. Deftly shuts out the jump in. Player one has used up all of their drive gauge. Both of them have entered burnout state, which will drastically change their approach to the fight. How much damage can they deal before the opponent's drive gauge replenishes? So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Blocks the jump in. Drive gauge finally recovers. Throws them to negate the block. Nice cross up. All right, what's coming up next? Goes to the overdrive. Taking stock. Player two is working with a less than ideal drive gauge. They'll need to be very careful here. Takes a trip. Sees it coming and blocks it out. Experiencing burnout. The drive impact doesn't get them the punish counter, but a KO. Player one takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Shoots off a fireball up close. Early round decisions are so important to set the tone. Jumps in. Quick dashing. A quick breather. Burnout triggered. Player two has an empty drive gauge. This is a very precarious situation. Got him up against the wall and the stun is there. Not much life left. Uses the gauge for a super art. Closing it out with a super art finish. Nice and clean. There it is. They knew it'd be enough. That's what happens when you capitalize on all of your chances.
Comes a new challenger.
Two of the biggest lab monsters are about to get it going.
Player two.
The fight's now underway. This is Vicious with the play-by-play. Uses the target combo to take a chunk of damage off the opponent. Almost had it, but it gets blocked. The cross-up connects. Throws him down. What are they thinking here? The jump in catches them. Player two is just about out of drive after that. Knockdown. Combo with the target combo. What's their game plan here at this critical stage? In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. Player one, nice KO! Player two picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Goes in on the impact for nothing. Box him with a target combo. Knockout and flashes him. Player one will look to apply pressure here. Both fighters planning something? Player two can't use any drive moves without burning out. You've got to be mindful of reach and jump ins at this range. Quick breather. Not much life left, but their drive usage may save them. Hits them with a stopping bomb. Life lead is there. Drive impact misses. And whiffs. They're wide open. Looking for it. Just goes for it at this range. Oh, no question whether this super art is going to kill him. There it is. They knew it'd be enough. Player two brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
Player
Right
2.
back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Box them with a target combo. Backs them into the corner. Player 2 has them parries the jump in to shut it down. Throw hits. Now the fun begins. What's the play here? At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very important. Just out of range for that throw. Player 2 needs to deal with this burnout. All right, what's coming up next? Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. Goes for a projectile to try and change the pace. The punish counter gives them a great opening here to do big damage. Going wild with Shout of Earth. Player 2 has depleted their drive gauge, but they are still within range to win this round. They're near the... Yes! Drive impact for the win. Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. The throw misses. Can't tech the throw. Uses their drive to maximize their damage. Drive gauge gap here. Player 1 can't use it. It's a good spot to use the super. Oh yeah, that's what I like to see. In wheel rip-off. Player 1 going wild with Shout of Earth. Both fighters are trying not to get trapped in the corner. Knockdown. Here comes the mix-up. Both fighters planning something? Wrecks them! Got him up against the wall and the stun is there. Amazing! Turns out! Player 2 punish counter sets the table! Oh! Putting the cherry on top! Player 1 is mounting a comeback! What else is up their sleeve? This is a critical moment! Chips them for the win! Player 1 gets the win in a convincing fashion!
Player 2.
They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Checks with a medium. Checks him with the projectile. Does a good job of pushing back. We're still in the early going, and it's really anyone's fight. Plenty of time left. How's the match gonna play out? Okay, both fighters have taken a long step back. They're both looking to reassess the fight. Decides to go in with the target combo. Hold your breath. The move whiffs and they get nailed with a punishment. What are they thinking? Down to the wire. They can open up this round big by converting this punishment. Takes a trip. Spends the gauge for the drive reversal. Grabs him. Taking stock. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Life lead opens up. Gets him. Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Which way are you gonna block? Saw that coming. The exchange blows. You've gotta be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. Super art on deck for both fighters. Hits them with a stop and pop. Quick dash it. Player 2 will look to apply pressure here. Sure you can. A quick breather. Looks like they want to put a new spin on things with that fireball. Gotta be careful not to whip at this range. This is gonna be bad news. Gets the combo. Tries to act quickly but whiffs the attack. The rushes in. Full drive on deck. A jump it? Perfect execution with the anti-air. Whoa! Critical art now? This is gonna kill. No doubt about it.
Sit down and shut up!
Flatline zone. Player 2 gets the win in a convincing fashion. This isn't about just winning the match. Pride and bragging rights are at stake here. Both fighters will need to bring their A game to the table.
Player 1.
The fight's now underway. This is Vicious with the play-by-play. The combo's there. Gets the throat to side. Down to the wire. Uses the target combo to take a chunk of damage off the opponent. Checks him with the projectile. They decide to hang back and rethink their game. Gets him. Player 2 on the board first with the win.
Player 1.
Wants to keep the pressure on. Carries the projectile. Who will gain control of the match in the early going? Knockdown. Player 2 needs to use the threat of the corner. Throws him. What's next? At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very important. Both fighters planning something? Player 1 will need to play it conservative until their drive resets. Launches with a Tenku kick? Max SA gauges. Unbelievably in sync with a chance to score big here. Decides to go fancy on that jump in and takes care of it with a perfect parry. Player 2 needs looking to impress with this super. Going for the conclusive kill with that super. What a move. Taking no prisoners. That was a clinic on how a solid neutral game wins matches.
Player 1.
Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Nice crossover. Carries the attack and the combo's there. Opts for the throw. Player 2 chases them down. Deals some damage with that quick. Saw that jump in coming from a mile away and parries it perfectly. Well-timed corner switch. Uses the drive rush here to steal their turn. Life lead opens up. Sees it coming and blocks it out. Flashes it. Quick goes for the super. Gets him. Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with?
Player 1.
Starting off with fireballs right from the get-go. Gets the jump in. Throws them to negate the block. Who will gain control of the match and hits them with a stop and block. Spends the gauge on the punish counter gives them a great opening here to do big damage. Player 1 ends the meter, hoping for a good return. Oh yeah, that's what I like to see. In real rip-off. Both fight. It's a good spot to use the super. Yo, kicking off their facial features with the Hoyokusen. Now, Kent springs forward with the drive rush. Player throws him. What'll happen here? Oh, burnout triggered. Solid anti-air. Noticeable life lead as the cup finds the target. Hold your breath. There's the cup flatline zone. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now.
Player 1.
Opens with a jump in. Nothing stops this train. There's the drive impact that's going to lead to a juicy punish counter. SBK hits. Player 2 all in with a rush. All the throw connects. Okay, here we piston lead to some big damage. Parries. Shoots their shot. Taps them on the toe. Quick step forward. Amazing. Impact squashed. Looking for a hold. Cross that off. Ooh, you never know what can happen here. What now? Links it. A real drive rush. There's a burnout. They're just gonna go for it with the super. Oh, we're going full charge. They are done. I've seen a lot of fights in my day, but nothing even comes close to this one.
comes a new challenger.
How's this match gonna shake out? It's gonna be exciting to see.
Gotta do this. Come on.
Let me have some fun.
Player one.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. Okay, we're in the early stages of the round. Starts with a jump in. Blocks the jump in. Sees it coming and blocks it out. You can use a drive rush like that there to maintain the pressure. Gets the knockdown, and now player 2 is just about out of drive after that. Knockdown. The counter is blocked. That's some big juicy damage on that counter hit. Burnout is triggered. Jinrai kick for a mix-up. They're going for the super art. Vulcan blast. Player 2 drops them to half, closing the gap. Oh, they KO. Player 2 with a big first round pickup. Can they close it out?
Player one.
Uses the target combo as a filler. Gets the jump in. Flashes him. Nice parry. They return to center stage. Sneaks in above. Saw that coming. Both fighters planning something? Sandblast! Shows a medium kick? You've got to be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. The drive impact is denied. Doing some quick planning? Medium links it! Life lead is there, but still anyone's game. Going in? Player 2, what a smart throw! Reads the throw and escapes! Player 1, this is critical! They may not have enough life left to survive! Time closes it out! This is the final round! Expect to see some fireworks!
Player one.
It's the drive! Sandblast! Perfect execution with the anti-air! Links it! Scrapping it out up close! Looking to impress with this super! Uses the game for the super! They're not playing around here! Player 1 leaps all in with a rush! Not looking good! The corner's a bad place to be! Player 2! This can lead to some big damage! Finds the target! They're using a fireball to force a reaction! Jumps! Down with a sandblast! Are we gonna see a comeback here? This is so tense! Gotta do better than that! Knocks them out of the air! Player, dunk them dirty! Noticeable life lead! Is a comeback still possible? No hesitation or regret! Hits them with that NSF! Perfect damage calculation! No doubt about it! Are you serious? That comeback is unreal! We just saw this fighter play out of their goddamn minds there! Player 1 has gotta be feeling good getting the win out of that absolute
Player one.
A jump? Close range projectile! Both fighters want to establish themselves early on. Who will gain control of the match in the early going? Stays cool in counters. Okay, takes them all the way to the corner. Player 2 will be in a world of hurt if their drive gauge runs out. Not a lot of damage dealt so far. No telling how this match will turn out. Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? All right. Both fighters are looking for a way to fill up their super art gauge. Uses the drive rush here to steal their turn. Player 2 needs to deal with this burnout. Caught in the cross-up. Life lead opens up. That was a tough cross-up. Player 1 picks up the first round.
Player 1.
That'll give them a psychological advantage. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Combo with the target combo. Blocks the ambiguous. Hits him with a stopping block. Flashes him. Knockdown and... goes for it all, but just misses. There's a change of size. Saw that coming. Gets the throw and continues on the offensive. Player 2 will look to apply pressure here. Smart play with the throw. Goes for the farm, springs forward with the drive rush. Oh, the throw connects. A quick breather. Connects with medium kick. Can they create an opportunity for themselves? Just not looking good. The corner's a bad place to be. Goes to the air. And whip. They're wide open. Oh, looking for the definitive end to this round with a level 3 super. Did not miss that chance and takes the round. Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
Comes a new challenger.
We're in for something special right here, right now.
Gotta do this. Come on.
I'll take on all of you. Player 1.
The fight's now underway. This is Vicious with the play-by-play. This is a good range to test the opponent's reaction to fireballs. Okay, we're in the early stages of the round. Both fighters have plenty of health. Where is this match gonna go? They gotta escape from the corner before the pressure builds up. What are they thinking here? Goes with the projectile to pressure the opponent. Okay, both fighters have taken a long step back. They're both looking to reassess the fight. Blocks the low heavy. Player 1 is just about out of drive after that. Well-timed corner switch. Player 1 is working with a less than ideal drive gauge. They'll need to be very careful here. Nice, perfect parry there. What'll they do next? Knockdown. Player 2 chases him down. In a dire situation. KO. Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
Player 1.
Fight.
Everything up until now, and everything from here on out, is so vital. Player 2 kept their drive gauge topped off through that round and still took the win. Guess they didn't need it. Super on deck for both fighters. It's looking to impress with this super. She will be right doing the business. All right, what's coming up next? Flashes him. Hits him with a stopping block. Goes with the safe stuff with that target combo. Barely blocks the jump in. Looking for a chance. Doing some quick planning. Smart play with the throw. A quick breather. Headbutt. Target locked and scoop. The low kick hits. Nothing but air. Who's gonna take it? They're using a pair the burnout. Player 1 can't use any drive boost. Gotta play it safe. Oh, burnout! Did they mean to do that? We're so close to the end of the round. No! Critical art now! This is gonna kill. No doubt about it.
Sit down and shut up!
What a finish!
Yeah! You can't beat me!
Player 1.
Opens with the fireball! They're using a fireball to force a reaction! Ooh, what a smart throw! This is the ideal range to utilize the fireball game. Connects with the throw! What's next? Player 2 needs to take advantage of this gauge disparity. Fireball pressure! Trying to wear down the opponent! Looking for a pumps the brakes on the impact! Nice fireball! Reads the jump in perfectly! Reach out and hug him! Fades out the low kick!
Hadouken! How's this? Hadouken!
Nothing stops this train!
Hadouken! How's this?
Drive parry! What are they gonna do? Jump! What a statement with that fireball! Full drive on deck! Fireball pressure! Trying to wear down the opponent! Gets him the perfect fireball range! Good parry! Shows off a parry! They're taking a step back to slow down the pace! Parry the fireball! Ooh, you never know what can happen here! Both fighters are playing with a full deck of drive. They need to cause nothing but air. Things are very tense as this exchange. I called it! I called it! Only 10 seconds and whip! They're wide open! Looking for a hole. Close range projectile. The reaction! The round ends as they do an amazing job protecting the life lead. Player 1 has gotta be feeling good getting the win out of that absolute
Player 1.
The first round begins. No time to save that stuff for nationals. It's time to go all in. Who will gain control of the match in the early going? It's the start of the round. How will they start their approach? Goes with the projectile to pressure the opponent. Uncomfortable space. Can they clip each other on the edge? Player 1 with the life lead. That's some big juicy damage on that counter hit. Player 2 can't let their drive gauge run. They need to find a way to reset, heats it up, the combo into super. Player 1 needs to deal with this burnout. Trying to read each other here? Let's off a projectile to waste time. Okay, creating some space here. There's space to make something happen here, and neither fighter looks willing to back down. Burnout is triggered. Next hit will end the round. Yes. Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
Player 1.
Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Let's off a projectile to waste time. Throws them to negate the block. Things are slow going right now, but we may see someone speed things up soon. Shows the medium kick, looking to plan him with a pile driver. Going in, you've gotta be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. Shuts that down with a parry. Not much movement, but the thinking caps are definitely on. Looks like they want to put a new spin on things with that fireball. Smart play with the throw. Goes for the fireball, which is very strong at this range. Hits him with a stop and pop. Both fighters have a full super meter on deck. The winner will be the one. Oh, burnout triggered! Player 1 has it and turns out! Close range projectile! Their spacing is so on point right now. But who's gonna blink first? Both players all out of drive gauge. Just goes for it at this range. Excellent read! What were they thinking?
Nothing!
Who's gonna take it? This is gonna kill!
comes a new challenger.
Y'all better have your Sunday's best on because it's time for business.
Gotta do this.
Player one.
Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Checking their opponent. Shoots off a projectile from downtown to check their approach. Not much damage dealt so far, but they may be looking for an opening to run with. Plenty of time left. How's the match going to play out? Player 2 is just about out of drive after that. A dangerous range here. You don't want to get jumped on a long recovery move where you're going to eat tons of damage. Player 2 needs to deal with this burnout. Throws them to negate the block. Player 2 chases him down.
How's this?
That drive impact is blocked.
How's this?
That's some big juicy damage on that counter hit. Life lead opens up. Taking stock. Oh, says no to the impact. Opts to continue the KO. Player 2
Player
on the board
one.
first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Come upstairs. Are we going to see some fireworks here? Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. Pops him with a shoulder root. Knockdown and tries to bait out a reaction to a fireball. Goes for the jump in. Both fighters experiencing burnout. Hits him with a one. It's a good spot to use the super. No, are they actually dead?
One more.
Still in it with the sliver. Player 1 has the deck stack impact squat. Can they create an opportunity for themselves to seal the KO? That was a clinic on how a solid neutral game wins matches.
comes a new challenger.
Our fighters are ready to get down to it, so let's start the match and see what these warriors are capable of.
Come on.
An honor, to be sure.
Player one.
The fight's now underway. This is Vicious with the play-by-play. Uses the target combo to take a chunk of damage off the opponent. Player 2 has the life lead.
Here. Now what's up, there? Here. Now what's up?
Combo with the target combo. Capitalizes on every mistake and picks up the perfect KO. Player 2 sets the tone with that win. Let's see if they can keep it up. Changes the pace with an air dare. Goes with the space stuff with that target combo. Player 1 got smothered. But what now? Baits out the attack and gets the punish counter. Pre-glove. Player 2 needs to use the burnout activate. Looking to impress with this super. The super hits and this looks like it's gonna kill. There it is. They knew it'd be enough. Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
Player
How
one.
is this rematch going to play out? Are we going to witness a blow-up here? Let's see what these fighters have up their sleeves. Down to the wire. The drive impact nets them a sweet punishment. Uses this opportunity to really lay into the opponent with a damaging combo. Starts with a jump hit. Taking stock. They're jostling for the dominant position in the corner. Takes them all the way to the corner with that. Takes a trip. Box him with a target. Heading into the end game now. It's getting tense. This is the range where things get messy. Can they utilize their reach or bait each other out?
Now what's up, there? Here.
Squeezes the gauge. Red experiencing burnout. Makes a huge statement with that finish. Player 1 picks up the always important
Player
first
one.
round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Immediate jump in. They both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Player 1 did a great job of reading their opponent up close that last round. Can they keep the momentum? He brings out the super art. How is this going to work out for them? Going in, player 1 can build off this lead. Barely blocks the jump in. Their spacing is so on point right now. But who's gonna blink first? Blocks the impact. Blocks. Burnout activates. Player 1 will have to deal with this dangerous bout of burnout for a while.
Here. No.
Throwing some shade. Manages to block the jump-in attack. Both of our combatants are cooking up something. Player hits him with a stop and pop. Player 2 knocked him out of the air. Connects with the throw. That's a big gap. Who's going to close it? What a finish! Here's the final round. The real fight
Player
starts
one.
now. Target combo into. Barely blocks the jump in. Nothing stops this train. Backs them into the corner and putting the cherry on top. Spends it all on the super. Not shy one bit about it. This is going to hurt. Looking to follow up after that target combo. Oh, coming for you. Player 2 needs to clutch anti-air. Dragon Lash. Are we going to see a comeback here? Oh my, gets the counter hit and the win. Gotta hand it to both of our fighters. They put on a real clinic for us. It's time to see what both fighters have in store for us today.
Gotta do this. Come on.
Time to play. Player one.
Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Both fighters aren't moving. Maybe there are technical issues? Any developments early in the round will set the table for the rest of the fight. The fighters are at a standstill. What's going on through their heads? Both sides looking for an opening. Who's gonna make a move? Who's going to break the silence first? Will they build meter or just go all in on each other? What's the play here? Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. All right, what's coming up next? Okay, creating some space here. Big gap between the two fighters, so they throw out a fireball. Player 2 is almost dead, but some clutch drive moves and a few prayers could turn this around in their favor. Only 20 more seconds, so both players aren't doing anything right now. I wonder what happened. There's only 10 seconds left. This is the final push. They take advantage of the big life gap and run out the clock to get the win. Heads up play there.
Player one.
Fight.
Flashes them. They piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Player 1 will look to apply pressure here. Quick dashing. Player 2 has a chance to win the round if they can put their drive to good use. Just untouchable, impetuous, impregnable, and perfect. Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
Another fight is coming your way.
We're in for something special right here, right now.
Gotta do this. Come on.
Give me your best shot. Player one.
Fight.
All right, first round. What's going to happen? Waiting for the opponent to make the first move. Throw hits. Now the fun begins. We're still in the early going, and it's really anyone's fight. Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. The move whips, and they get nailed with a punish counter. Turns up the heat and cooks them with the combo. A dangerous range here. You don't want to get jumped on a long recovery move, or you're gonna eat tons of damage. Goes for the fireball. Goes with the projectile to pressure the opponent. Both fighters decide to reset the pace and assess the situation. Timely side push there, which will let him go on the attack. Knockdown. Hold your breath. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. Will they try to finish the round with a drive move? All right, what's coming up next? Player 2 chases them down. Both fighters are weighing their options and looking for an opening. Both fighters planning something? Player 1 can't afford mistakes without that drive gauge. Zones with the fireball. A critical situation for both fighters. Smart decision there. The chip damage was enough.
Player one.
2 with a good start to the fight, but can they keep it up? Using the target combo as a filler. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how... There's a wall splash. They can't do anything now. Beats it up with a combo into super. Level 3 super. Spending that meter like it's nobody's business. Wow, that's some big time damage there. Player 2 is working with a better gauge. What can they do with it? Sees him coming and shrugs it off with a super arm. Player 2 blocking that drive impact isn't going to work. Player 2 holding on to that corner advantage. Oh, burnout triggered. And ends the meter, hoping for a good return. Still alive? Still alive? Are they dead? Oh, they're dead! What a way to close it out! Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
Player 1.
Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Parries the attack. Throws them to negate the block. Player 1 creates a good corner opportunity. Goes for the fireball. Opts for the throw. Trips him up. This is the perfect range to reach out and tag them with something. Player 1 needs to deal with this burnout. Taking stock. Player 1 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. Solid blocking. Goes for the super art. Big counter. Burnout. Good heads-up play going for that combo to do enough damage to finish the
Player
round.
1.
Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Throws them. What's next? Player 1 will look to apply pressure here. You've got to be mindful of reaching. Hold on, they broke through the super arm. Must have seen it coming. And fold for the throw. That's what they came for. Going in. Wow, sat and waited for this opening. This is gonna be bad KO. Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
A new warrior has entered the ring!
They're all fired up. We're almost underway.
Gotta do this.
Player 1.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. This is a good range to test the opponent's reaction to fireballs. Any developments early in the round will set the table for the rest of the fight. Trips him up. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. There's a corner switch. Player 2 is going to have a hard time managing their drive now. Will they be able to manage what little drive gauge they've been pushed into the wall, and the stun's there? Takes a trip. Strings it all together. Sees it coming and blocks it out. Does a good job of pushing back. Flashes it. Are we gonna see a comeback here? Closes it with a classic corner throw. Player 1 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Spends the gauge on the drive rush. Early round decisions are so important to set the tone. Brushes off the impact. Both fighters will want to use... Oh, burnout triggered! Player 1 is in burnout. Drives off the table. Burnout! Expect the tempo of the match to change. Player 1 will look to apply pressure here. Lost them. Both sides in burnout. They can't drive. Fireball into the corner. They're trying to force the opponent into making a mistake. Both fighters planning something, brushes that off and keeps going. Burnout activates. Player 1 impact squash. Both of our combatants are cooking up something. They decide to take a breather to regroup. Are we gonna see a comeback here? They're using a sets up with the jump in. We're so close to the end of the round that it may not matter that both fighters are burned out. Critical art is on deck. Whoa! Critical art out? This is gonna kill. No doubt about it.
Sit down and shut up!
Closes it out. That was catch as catch can as you're gonna get in a fight.
Player one.
They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. It's the start of the round. How will they start their approach? Player one will be in a world of hurt if their drive gauge runs out. Okay, both fighters have taken a long step back. They're both looking to reassess the fight. Player two has a slight life lead that they may sit on. The corner makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? Timely side switch there, which will let him go on the attack. Knockdown. They're being absolutely relentless with this fireball pressure in the corner. Player one adds a little super juice into this combo for more damage. Taking stock. Player one turned this right around with that super. Throws them to negate the block. Heading into the end game now. In there! Player one picks up the always important first round.
Player one.
They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Immediate jump in. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Ooh, lands a rising uppercut. Checks with a medium kick. Locks him with a target combo. Knockdown. Tries to keep the pressure on the opponent by zoning with fireball. Player one will look to apply pressure here. What'll happen? Rising uppercut. Scrapping it out up close. Experiencing burnout. Player two in dire straits with burnout. Barely blocks the jump in. Shows a medium kick. Both fighters planning something? The drive impact doesn't work. Looks like they want to put a new spin on things with that fireball. Are we going to see a comeback here? It catches out the cage right there. Still alive? Still alive?
Sit down and shut up!
Hanging by a thread. Just needs one final push. Burns out. Chips him for the win. Gotta hand it to both of our fighters. They put on a real clinic for us.
Comes a new challenger.
HP maxed, side quests done, and the skill tree's fully unlocked.
Player
Let's
one.
get it on. The fight's now underway. This is Vicious with the play-by-play. Tries to bait him with the projectile. Uses the target combo to take a chunk of damage off the opponent. Both fighters have plenty of health. Where is this match gonna go? Utilizes an overdrive art there to tack on just a little more damage. Maintains composure and pushes out of the corner. Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? Starts with a jump. Strings it all together. We've reached the midway point of the round, and both fighters are at about even life. Projectile to try and change the situation. Got her eye on the air. Target locked and scoop. Big play does it. Player two picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Sticks the jump in. The fighters continue to check each other in the early going. Who will gain control of the match in the early going? Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they brushes that off and keeps going. Super art on deck for both fighters. How they approach the situation will be interesting. Side switch in the corner. Player 2 needs to use the threat of the corner here. Sure you can. Going in, zones with the fireball. Blocking that drive impact isn't going to work. A quick breather. Both fighters have a full super meter on deck. The winner will be the one who manages it best. They decide to take a breather to regroup. Saw him coming and goes for the burst and knockdown, and this is the ideal range to utilize the fireball. Jumps and claw critical. What's gonna happen? Oh yeah, that's what I like to see. Shin, Ryu, Rippa!
I've had enough.
Oh my god, what's gonna... This can lead to some big damage. Nice fireball. Oh, what a finish! We're going into the
Player
final
one.
round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? Who's going to steal this win? Barely blocks the jump in. Still plenty of time left. All the throw connects. Knockdown and hits them with a stopping pop. Carries them all the way to the corner in one go. Impact squashed. They're taking a step. This is gonna hurt. This can lead to some big damage. Nice fireball. Perfect execution with the anti-air. Connects with the throw. What now? Player 2 goes to the air. Flatlines them. That was catch as catch can, and you're gonna get in a fight.
Here comes a new challenger.
This isn't about just winning the match. Pride and bragging rights are at stake here. Both fighters will need to bring their A game to the table. Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Checking their opponent. Checking how their opponent reacts to fireball. Both fighters are pretty much unscathed. The drive parry was successful. They get the distance they want. Let's see their approach. Neither fighter can force the other to give up even an inch.
How's this?
Who's going to break the silence first? Who's it going to be? Will they build meter or just go all in on each other? Trips them up. Checks with the projectile. Lays on the pressure with the projectile. Knockdown. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. A big drive gauge disparity has opened up, and it wouldn't surprise me if they try to open that gap further. Player 1 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. Knockdown. Life lead is opening up, but that can still be overcome with smart drop KO. Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Checking their reaction to the fireball? Checks them with the projectile.
How's this?
The fighters continue to check each other in the early going. Demon Raid takes them all the way to the corner with that. Gets the combo. Akuma going in. Player 1 can't use any burnout activate. Player 1 has an empty drive, uses the gauge for a Supra. Shippujinrai doing the business. Both fighters planning something? This is the ideal range to utilize the fireball. Quick breather. They're both driveless. This just reads the jump in perfectly. Player 1 wrecks them. That's what a finish. Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that comeback. Box him with a target combo. Blocks the ambiguous crossover. Checks with a projectile. Player 2 will be in a world of hurt if their drive gauge runs out. Knockdown. Player 2, in that dangerous burnout state, somehow pushes back all the way to center stage. Combo with the target combo. Taking stock. Player 1 KO. Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Goes for a projectile to try and change the pace. Jumps up. Blocks the ambiguous cross-up. Both fighters want to establish themselves early on. Knockdown. Tries to keep the pressure on the opponent by zoning with fireballs. Throws a fireball here, maybe as a simple zoning strike. Player 2 needs to go for the missile. That's not gonna hit. Player 1 is working with a better game. What can they do with it? They're in the corner and the beatdown continues. Finishes with the throw. That was a clinic on how a solid neutral game wins matches.
Comes a new challenger.
We are about to see a mirror match go down, where they can match each other move for move. This is the hardest kind of match. Who will come out on top? Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Waiting for the opponent to make the first move. Very nice anti-air there. They read their opponent like a book. Any developments early in the round will set the table for the rest of the fight. All right, the toss-up connects. Starts with a jumping. Player 1 chases them down. KO. Player 1 sets the tone with that win. Let's see if they can keep it up. Fireball from very long range. What's next here? Ooh, snap kick sends him spinning. Will gain control of the match in the early going. Goes for the jump in. Jumps up. Medium kick. Flashes him. Player 2 can't use any drive moves without burning out. You've gotta be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. Hits him with a stop and block. Closes the gap. Looking to impress with this super. Scared money don't make no money. Spins it all for the Shinryu Ripper. That big super hard hit. It's on in there. Player 1 comes away with the win.
Here comes a new challenger.
It's time to see what both fighters have in store for us today.
Gotta do this. Come on.
Let me have some fun.
Player 1.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. Okay, we're in the early stages of the round. Player 1 will be in a world of hurt if their drive gauge runs out. The drive gauge is completely empty, meaning their ability to block is also weak. What's the play here? Strikes back with the drive impact. Big trouble here. The stun is going to leave them defenseless. Taking stock. Player 2 is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. Throws a fireball here, maybe as a simple zoning strat. Goes for a projectile to try and change the pace. Beautiful setup with that attack. Heading into the end game now, it's getting tense. This is a huge chance to make him feel it. Push down to the wire. Yes! Drive impact for the win. Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with?
Player 1.
How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Hits them with a stop and pop. Quick dashing. Sticks the combo. Player 1 creates a good corner opportunity. Big throws. Both fighters have a full super meter on deck. The winner will be the one who manages it best. Going in. Jumps up. Light lead is there, but still looking to impress with this super. Triple chip. What a finish! Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point.
Player 1.
Back to start. They're not taking any chances. Final hits them with a stop and pop. Closes the gap. Jumps. Barely blocks the jump in. All in with a rock. Player 2 can't use any drive moves without solid anti-air. Player crushed that off. Taps him on the throw. More fuel to the fire. Cook them up. The Pale Rider's calling. Looking to put him 6 feet under with his falling. Good. Player 1 needs to take advantage of this. Knocks them out of the air. Both fighters are down to half. Impact squashed. Blade burns out. Throws them. How long can this offensive assault continue? All with a no throw. Player 1 has the super gauge advantage. No! Start off the wall! More fuel to the fire. Cook them up. Come on now, let me hear you say it. Jing Liu. Rep-ha! Lands the super! Time for dessert! Links it! Player 2 can't let this sit there dizzy! This unleashes some big damage! They were sitting on their meter for this super art! I can't believe it! It is over! Player 2 has gotta be feeling good getting the win out of that absolute carnage!
Player 1.
It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that comeback. Jump! Sets up with the jump in. Where you go? Sure you can. The mystery up close scrap still going. Both fighters are looking for a way to get in, but there's still time to feel out the situation. Player 1 is just about out of drive after that. Tries to bait him with the projectile. Maintains composure and pushes out of the corner. Player 1 in that dangerous burnout state takes a trip. Did this super art connect? That's how you do it. When you've got that super art gauge, you've just gotta use it. Was looking for that jump attack, so they break forward to pressure the opponent. Player 1 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge. Oh! Burnout is triggered. In a dire situation, they can't afford any miss. What a finish! Great meat in the life gauge there. Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage.
Player 1.
Where you going? Jumps in. Smart play to stop the opponent. Projectile to try and change the situation. Somehow down to the wire. Were they baiting them into that? Doesn't miss a beat. Awesome. Player 1 can't use any drive moves without burning out. Pokes with the medium kick. Both fighters planning something? Player 2, burnout activates. Goes with the safe stuff with that. Uses the gauge for a super arc. Chippo Jr. hit. Good damage option there. Player 1 has an empty drive. Solid anti-air. Baits out the attack and gets the punish counter. One player is in burnout state. Is it time to end this? Neither fighter can use their drive move. How will they close out the round? Dangerous with a super arc. Flatline zone. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win?
Player 1.
Who's going to steal this win? Pops him with a shorty. Both fighters are raring to go. Player 2 won out those close scuffles, and now they gotta have a plan for the next round. How's this? Took him to the court, not looking good. The corner's a bad place to be. Genius read with that throw escape. Dangerous range here. Close range projectile. Crowns him from above. With super arcs into play, it's really, this is gonna hurt. Player 2 is gonna connect with the throw. Nothing stops this train. There's a driving back. Turns out. Looking to follow up after that part. They were sitting on their meter for this super arc. Super out of nowhere. The big brain of the competitor is unreal. Does not leave anything to chance with that super finish. Get that bank account ready because that fight was easy money.